We are a European technology company. Our innovative products with crystal control technology are based on the latest scientific findings. Intensive research and development in recent years have enabled us to develop the basis for optimizing the electrochemical processes in lead-acid batteries. We are now in a position to offer you revolutionary products. These can enable you to treble the battery capacity while at the same time doubling the service life. We dispose of over 1 million tonnes of batteries annually in the European Union alone. Worldwide, cars alone use up over 350 million batteries each year. Not only does this have serious ecological repercussions, it also costs us a lot of money. Wherever high battery performance is required, this results in high costs. Batteries are important sources of energy in the leisure sector, in medical applications, and in industry. Failures are dangerous and costly. To understand how lead-acid batteries age and how crystal control technology works, we will first of all examine the normal processes in a lead-acid battery during the charging and discharging processes. The structure of a battery is in principle simple. 2 flat lead electrodes are countersunk in a container. When dilute sulfuric acid is added, a yellowy-brown layer of lead sulfate crystals forms on both plates. When direct current is applied, the 2 electrodes react differently in accordance with their polarity. At the negative electrode, the sulfate crystals detach themselves from the lead and dissolve in the sulfuric acid. This makes the acid more concentrated. At the positive electrode, the lead sulfate is converted into lead dioxide. The 2 electrodes, on the one side pure lead and on the other the layer of lead dioxide, generate a voltage and thus potential energy. Only when a load is connected to the electrodes is the chemical energy converted into electrical energy. The different surfaces of the electrodes change slowly. Current flows as long as an imbalance exists between the 2 electrodes. When the 2 electrodes are once more covered with lead sulfate crystals, the battery is totally discharged and must be charged again. Negative OH ions migrate to the electrode and form lead dioxide. Further negative OH ions migrate towards the electrode, attracted by lead dioxide crystals. An incomplete layer is formed. When lead dioxide crystals are formed during the charging process, the negative OH ions prefer to bind themselves to existing crystals rather than seek a place of their own on the electrode in order to form new crystals. This leads to an uneven distribution of the crystals on the positive electrode, and this results in a loss of capacity. At the negative electrode too, this unwanted aspect of the process results in the battery aging. The electrode is eventually covered in large lead sulfate crystals, which render it inactive. The pictures taken with the scanning electron microscope in the WaveTech research department show, at very high magnification, what the surface of the electrode actually looks like. Here, a new unused electrode is compared to an old, destroyed one. So far, we have described the static factors when a battery is charged and discharged. Crystal control technology supports these electrochemical processes by means of electrodynamic methods. Let's look at this in a little more detail. Let's examine how the products from WaveTech support charging and discharging. The influence of crystal control technology on the electrochemical processes directly on the electrode permits the capacity to be increased by up to 340% and the service life to be doubled. Our technology is based on an extremely rapid change in field strength. The field strength causes the water to be split into negative OH ions and positive hydrogen ions when charging takes place. Through the rapid change in field strength, the negative oxygen ions gain so much energy that they get beneath the existing lead sulfate crystals at the positive electrode and form lead dioxide there. The greater energy of the ions means that an even coating is created. For you, that means more energy. In the early phase of discharging, there is less free area for the formation of lead sulfate crystals when the electrode is coated evenly. These crystals are consequently smaller and more evenly distributed. This means that the crystals can detach themselves better when charging takes place. When the battery is charged, rapid changes in the field strength cause existing lead sulfate crystals to be separated from the lead electrode by the higher energy positive hydrogen ion. Hydrogen and sulfur are reabsorbed into the sulfuric acid. Crystal control technology can therefore even refresh your current battery. Crystal control technology prevents the undesirable formation of lead sulfate crystals, and thus ensures your battery has a longer service life. At the same time, we support the desired even formation of lead dioxide crystals. For you, that means more energy in your battery. Using this technology, our products roughly double the service life of a lead-acid battery. In doing this, we reduce your purchase and maintenance costs enormously. As a result, you can rely on your battery longer. By maintaining the capacity of your battery, you profit by obtaining up to 340% more usable energy. In concrete terms, this means a longer service life and a greater range. Fewer charging cycles mean greater freedom. Another important aspect is the mechanical enhancement. The even distribution of crystals makes the battery less sensitive to shocks and vibrations. A battery processed with crystal control technology is therefore more robust and reliable. We can also prevent the otherwise fatal consequences of a deep discharge. With crystal control technology on your battery, you have a stable, reliable energy source which you can trust. More energy through greater capacity. Lower costs by doubling the service life. Mechanically more stable batteries which have also proved themselves in demanding applications. More robust batteries reduce the consequences of the dreaded deep discharge. If you need to rely on your battery, WaveTech and its crystal control technology are the right choice for you. Talk to our staff or visit us at www.wavetech.de. Find out more.